Back speaking with Tino Guglielmo this morning from Bass Oil. Tino, morning.
Good morning, Andrew.
Look, update from you this morning here. These results in from the recent Kiwi-1 flow test. What's it showing?
Oh, look, it's a great result. The culmination of over a year of work by the team. We've done the screening economics, incorporating all of the data from the recent test, and we've demonstrated on the mean case that the project is economic. So by economic, I'm talking about $36 million of net present value on the project, with a profit over investment ratio of over 2. It's a great result for us. So what our next steps are is to get on and get everything together for a final investment decision as soon as we can. But it's a tremendous result for the company that we've put out today.
And look, as you point out in the announcement, the value here of this project is multiples of your current market cap.
Oh no, absolutely. We've we've taken a long time to get to this point. We've had some weather delays, and shareholders aren't well endowed with patience these days. But those that have stuck with us, they'll be rewarded, and this is the first instalment in their reward. Actually, the other thing I wanted to say, Andrew, too, that's vitally important, in fact, is we've also done some economics on the low side case, and because of the high condensate yields from this project, we've been able to demonstrate that the project breaks even at well below the low side case. And by low side case, I'm defining it as a greater than 90% probability that this project, as it sits today, is an economic project to proceed.
You've also, Tino, done an updated estimate of the 2C resources, have you?
Yes, we've done that too, because we had to incorporate the extra condensate. So the 2C resources have gone up from about just under 0.6 million BOEs to 1.1 million BOEs. And to put that in context too, Andrew, is our 2P reserve base, as reported in March this year, was 0.8 million BOEs without Kiwi, of course. So with the inclusion of Kiwi, once we get to FID, at the mean case, we over double our reserves. So again, this is a wonderful result for us.
So in terms of moving forward and getting towards FID, what's involved?
Yeah, a number of aspects. 2 years ago, we did a pre-screening, pre-feed study with an engineering company. So we're ahead of the curve on pre-feed. We've got to take the engineering to feed. And the other thing we're doing, we're right in the middle of doing actually, is we've got to get gas transportation and processing agreements in place with the Cooper Basin JV. And we've also got to get a sales term sheet in place as well. But we've had the two major gas retailers have been in constant touch with us over the last year or so, saying, as soon as you're ready, we're ready to talk about a term sheet. So we've got to get all of those elements in place, and we've started already.
And Tino, what about some of the possible funding options for the project?
Yeah, we're looking at potential funding options, off-balance sheet funding. I won't go into them too deeply because it's early days on that. But for example, other companies that have started to produce gas relatively early in their lives have also benefited from significant pre-sales, for example. And there is also the likelihood of some debt financing. There are debt financiers that are around the place. We will evaluate all those options and lay out the best options for shareholders on the table at the appropriate time.
Yeah, good to speak, Tino. Thanks for your time.
Andrew, always a pleasure.